Good evening and welcome to the Lagos studios of IATV. I am Adegboyega Labiron with the news. Thousands of Lagos residents gathered at the Tafawa Balewa Square (TBS) on the Lagos Island on Wednesday to witness the inauguration ceremony of Babajide Sanwo-Olu as the sustained governor of Lagos State and the sixth democratically elected governor of the state. The Chief Judge of Lagos State, Opeyemi Oke, administered the oath of office on Sanwo-Olu shortly after his deputy, Dr. Obafemi Hamzat, was sworn in. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, while addressing the people in an inaugural speech, assured that his administration will keep faith with the spirit of continuity upon which his predecessors built the state in the past.
It's a large gathering of people and residents of Lagos State from all walks of life. In the crowd are notable political figures, business icons, royal fathers, political party men and women who came to witness the swearing-in ceremony of Babajide Sanwo-Olu and Dr. Obafemi Hamzat as governor and deputy governor of Lagos State, respectively.
Do solemnly swear that as Deputy Governor of Lagos State.
The Deputy Governor was the first to be sworn into office, after which the Governor also took his oath of office. Governor Sanwo-Olu then inspected the guard of honor, saluting the people who had gathered for the event.
The Deputy Governor, Dr. Obafemi Hamzat, and I.
Then time for the new governor to address the people as he promised better Lagos in a speech titled Awakening a Greater Lagos.
The framework of our 6 pillars of development agenda, which is called the TIPS, which I will mention as traffic management and transportation, health and environment, education and technology, making Lagos the 21st century economy, entertainment and tourism, and finally, security and governance.
Though the new governor did not make any policy statement in his speech, he is expected to hit the ground running as he assumes office as the sixth elected governor of the state with the largest economy in Nigeria.
Nigerians today witnessed the inauguration and swearing in of President Muhammadu Buhari, Vice President Oshibajo, and 27 and 29 other governors across the states. President Muhammadu Buhari and Vice President Oshibajo have been sworn in for our second term in office at the Eagle Square in Abuja. IATV News spoke with Lagos residents to gauge the mood of citizens as well as their expectations from these newly elected officials.
4 years after his election and swearing in, there's nothing much that has changed, actually. The poverty is everywhere in the land. There's no employment anywhere, no job creation. The graduates that are still roaming about the streets. And when you talk of security, it still remains the same.
I'm just coming back from interview now. I graduated about 3 years ago, but no job. Then how do you think that Nigeria will be well? Where we are looking for a job, students are graduating every year, and I think that every year thousands of students are graduating, millions of students are graduating, and we are looking for jobs everywhere. And we are
Nigerians are highly expectant and hopeful that re-elected president as well as governors find permanent solutions to Nigerians' insecurity issues, low power supply, insufficient job opportunities, and general well-being of the Nigerian state.
Being a winner as a president, he have to step up the game. Because this time around, we are living in a modern world. The people you are ruling are no more people in the Old Testament. We are in a New Testament, a new era. So if you want to lead us You need to build people around you that are young people that can tell you what it takes to carry on the nation.
I will not expect anything better off than the past 4 years, than we expect it was. Every section of the security, you should remove number 1, number 2, number 3 man in every section. Coming to the army, you should remove all those people. Coming to the police, you should remove that. Coming to all sections of security, you should remove the most senior people there.
12 new governors took the oath of office for the first time, while 17 others won a second term in the March. Night elections were also sworn in. 2 armed robbery suspects, Ganiyu Adebayo and Peter Ozobere, have been rescued by the police in the Oke-Koto area of Agege, Lagos, from being lynched by a mob. Some residents were said to have assembled disused tires for the purpose of lynching the suspects, also attacked the police for preventing them from carrying out the jungle justice. A resident of the area explained that robbers frequently operate in the area and on some occasions they raped and inflicted injuries on the residents. The State Police Public Relations Officer, DSP Bala Elkana, who confirmed the incident, said when the police received a distress call that armed robbers were operating at Oke-Koto and Agege, a patrol team was mobilized to the crime scene where the 2 suspects who were being mobbed by the residents of the area had been seriously wounded and had machete cuts on their bodies. The police public relations officer stated that the police recovered a toy gun, cutlass, dagger, knife, wristwatch, 7 sophisticated rifles, telephones, and other dangerous weapons. And now to Ogun State. New governor of Ogun State, Dapo Abiodun, has been sworn in for a 4-year term. Abiodun was sworn in alongside his deputy, Noimont Salako Oyedele, after the duo took the oath of allegiance and office at the MKO Abiola Stadium at Kuto in Abeokuta, the state capital. The oath of office was administered by the Chief Judge of the state, Justice Mosumola Dikbeolu. The swearing-in ceremony commenced with Muslim and Christian prayers by the president of the League of Imams and Alfals in the state, Sheikh Liadi Onusholu, and the state chairman of Christian Association of Nigeria, Bishop Tunde Akinsoya, respectively. Dignitaries at the event includes former governor of the state, Segun Oshoba, former deputy governor, Benga Kaka, senator representing Ogun West, Tolu Odebi, chairman of the All Progressive Congress in the state, Yemi Sanusi, and the current president of the Nigerian Football Federation, Amanju Pinnick, among others. The new governor of Kwara State, Abdulrahman Abdul Razak, has promised to run an all-inclusive government. He made this promise in his inaugural speech after his swearing-in ceremony at the 7th civilian governor of Kwara State. The swearing-in ceremony was low-key but significant as it marked the change of government to a new set of politicians in the last 16 years. Abdulrahman Abdulrazak was sworn in as the 7th civilian governor of Kwara State by the state chief judge, Justice Sulaiman Kawu. In his inaugural speech, Abdulrazak said it was time that Kwara worked for all.
About the legendary infrastructure deficit, decay deprivation that our people have been enduring for the past 16 years. Now that we have put our hands on the wheel of peace, progress, and sustainable development, we shall redouble our efforts and show the world that we know the difference between progress and stagnation. Let me state that our goal in office is not to lament over the sad past. Rather, our goal is to build confidence that a better future is possible, create an enabling environment, to empower our people and communities.
He acknowledged that there was so much work to be done in infrastructural development, institutional reform, human capacity building, social welfare, and economic development. The handing over note of the immediate past governor, Abdul Fattah Ahmed, was delivered by the head of service, Suzanne Oluwole. Women in Kwara State have called on the governor, Abdurrahman Abdulrazak, to compensate them with 50% of all government appointments in the state. This call was made by the participant at a women's summit organized by Women Wing of Kwara Must Change Group, a pressure group in the state. In a communique released by the group's women leader, Mupilola Abdulmalik, said women have already been shortchanged in the elected positions. They are emphatic that there are competent, capable, and committed women in Kwara State who were perfectly qualified and ready to serve the state. They are demanding that such resourceful women should be given the opportunity to contribute to governance in all agencies, ministries, and boards. To attain a functional basic education, education experts in the country have called on government at all levels to ensure that teachers acquire needed expertise and skills in teaching. They said this will distinguish them from non-professionals in the classroom and equip them more to impact positively on pupils and students. The educational experts spoke with IATV said that in spite of the huge investment in the sector, basic education was still characterized by poor learning outcomes, unqualified teachers, and acute infrastructure deficit, among others, likely because enough attention was not paid to ensuring the proper training and certification of teachers in the country.
Well, to be factual, I don't believe that we have given enough attention to education. Going by the percentage allocated to education in the national budget. You know, there's a UNESCO stipulation of the percentage that's supposed to be out of our gross domestic product for education. But we are even below 10% allotted to education. And that shows the neglect that we are giving to education.
Early days, they value the teachers a lot. And gradually, that value they place on teaching profession was, reducing gradually. But now, those who are trained teachers, they have seen the necessity, because if there are no teachers, there will be no doctors, there will be no nurses, there will be no lawyers, because they need somebody to teach them.
Some certified teachers who spoke with ITV also called the government at all levels to ensure that a huge premium was put on teachers in the country, adding that the certification is a step in a right direction. In response to efforts put in place by the Muhammadu Buhari-led administration to change the face of Nigeria's education system, Registrar of the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria, TRCN, Professor Josiah Ajiboye, told ATV News that the council was set to ensure strict adherence to the certification of teachers in the country from January 2020.
Well, generally a deadline has been given to all who want to teach in this country, everyone who wants to be a teacher in Nigeria, that you must be qualified, registered and licensed by the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria by December 31st, 2019. If you are not, believe you me, you will no longer be allowed to stand in front of our children as from January 2020. Because we discovered that, look, anyone who wants to be a teacher must be one that is not only qualified, but must be registered as a professional by the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria.
He acknowledged that despite the registration and certification of about 2 million teachers, the council still had a large gap to cover in ensuring that teachers have a good standing in the country. And now to business reports. The latest quarterly economic report from the CBN puts non-oil exports provisionally at $1.26 billion US, indicating rises of 15% quarter on quarter and 41% year-on-year. The sectorial breakdown shows that there was a significant increase in receipts from all subsectors. Receipts from manufacturers posted the highest increase of 19.1% quarter-on-quarter to $119 million. However, they accounted for just 15.1% of total earnings. Meanwhile, industrial goods and food products accounted for 10.8% and 2.5% respectively. Export earnings for minerals stood at $750 million and comprised the largest share, 59.2%, in the first quarter. The solid minerals industry remains hugely untapped, but we know that there has been visible traction over the past 8 quarters. Challenges hampering its expansion include the lack of adequate mineral production statistics and a severe shortfall in concise geosciences data. And that's the size of our package from the Lagos studios of IATV. I am Adegboyega Labiron, thanking you for finding time to join us. Over now to our studios in Ibadan for the rest of the bulletin. Good evening.